Hey y'all, this is Stephanie with a pinch of sweet. Welcome back to my kitchen. Today we are going to be making English muffins. So, I got a lot of it started ahead of time because I just got done recording another video that's going to air on Monday. This is going to air on Wednesday. So, now, I doubled the recipe, but I will write the recipe. Oh, I'll put the recipe for the single recipe in the description. So for English muffins, it's 20 minutes to prepare, 10 minutes to cook. But it's going to take an hour and 30 minutes because we have to let the dough rise. So here's what we're going to do. I have 2 3/4 cups of all-purpose flour in here. I doubled that. 2 1/4 teaspoons of instant yeast. That's here. In here. Salt is in here. 2 tablespoons of sugar is in here. 3/4 cup doubled in here. The sugar is doubled, the salt is doubled, the yeast is doubled. Half a cup of water, doubled. 3 tablespoons of butter, doubled. And then we're going to add 2 eggs, room temp. My eggs were in the refrigerator, so I put them in some warm water and let them sit in here. So let's get this together. I have my flour in here and my salt. Everything else is in here. So let's get this. There we go. Get in there. Okay, so we're going to add our yeast mixture. And then I have a little bit of butter. I'm going to get rid of that because I don't need it. Add that in there. And then we're going to add our 2 eggs. Okay. And then our second egg. These are large eggs. So now we're going to put this on low. And this is going to need for 7 minutes until the dough is elastic and smooth. Then we're going to transfer it to a bowl and cover it for an hour. And then when we come back, we're going to do the next part. So I will bring you back in a minute because I got to clean up my mess. Alright, I got my dough mixing and I got 4 more minutes to go because if you remember, I told you it had to knead for 7 minutes in the mixer. So, and it is almost done. The bowl and everything, the sides and everything, clean as a whistle. So, I have to hold this down because my lock on my stand mixer doesn't work anymore. I've used it so much, but I'm going to be upgrading to a new one. Lord willing, pretty soon. It'll have to be after the girls' birthday, but Lord willing, pretty soon. I do a lot of baking and stuff and making meals for other people who, you know, are sick and can't cook or had surgery or anything like that. So I put meals aside. I make meals for them so that way they don't have to worry about cooking. All somebody has to do is put it in the oven for them. So we got a few more seconds here. Whoops, wrong way. Okay, that is done. So now we're going to put some olive oil in the bottom of this pan or bowl. Just a little bit. Spread it around. And then we have to let it rise for an hour. And then and then it says, then we can start cooking them. Yeah. Because it doesn't have to rise a second time, which is nice. Let's get the dough off the hook. Tomorrow we're going to make bagels. I thought I had the whole recipe written down. I do not, or else I would have made them today. So we're going to make them tomorrow. Now, according to this recipe, you can make this and then put it in the refrigerator and let it proof in the refrigerator for 4 to 8 hours. They say the longer you let it proof, but you want to do it in the refrigerator, the longer you let it proof, the better the English muffins will taste. So, but I ain't got that kind of time. Oh, and there is the dough. It pulled away beautifully. So, and we are going to cover this and let it rise for an hour. And then when we come back, it's going to be time to boogie, oogie, oogie. I'll see you all back in an hour. Hey, y'all. Welcome back. It's a whole new day. Yesterday, I wanted to get these done. But my foot had swollen 2 times its size. And I was like, okay, maybe I need to get off of it and put it up. So that's what I did. So now we're going to finish it up today. So we're going to roll out our English muffins and put a little bit of flour. I'm not going to use a whole lot of flour because it said not to use a whole lot of flour. If you remember yesterday, we doubled the recipe. So, and remember how I was saying you can put your dough in the refrigerator for 4 to 8 hours and it will taste better. So we're gonna try it and see. It's been in the refrigerator. I took it out of the refrigerator and let it sit out for an hour because that's what it said to do. So we're going to cut the dough. still a little chilly, but we'll make it work. Let me cut this dough in half. Put that back in the bowl. Put that over there. And then we're going to roll this out. Trying to get it as square as possible to make it easier to roll into a square. Square, rectangle, I don't care. As long as we get it the way I want it. You can't see anything, so let me put you guys down so you can see what I'm doing. Okay, and then you're supposed to use a 3-inch cutter. And let me pull out the paperwork here so that way we can see how big these need to be rolled into. Supposed to use a 3-inch round cutter. It doesn't say how thick. An inch thick. Okay, I think this is going to be thick enough. Alright, so what I'm going to do is I'm going to line my pan. I'm going to put a little bit of cornmeal in the bottom of the pan, so when I get ready to cut these out, they'll automatically go on here, and then I have to let them rise for a half an hour. So get this open and get some cornmeal on these pans. Oh, jeez. I don't want to put a whole lot of cornmeal on the pan because I'm going to spread a little bit in the pan that I'm going to use when I put a little bit more. All right. All right, so now we're going to start cutting these out. I don't have a ruler, so I'm hoping that that's a 3-inch. So, let's get these rolled up. or cutout. We're going to let these, we're going to cover them and let these rise for a half hour, it says. And then we're going to cook them. I don't have a cast iron. I need to get one. But I'm going to make do with what I have. If you have a cast iron, by all means, use it. Okay. All right, so we're going to and then we're going to roll this out. And we're going to use this till all the scraps are gone, till we've used it all. Waste nothing. Rolled out. Alright, my dough keeps springing back, which means I'm working the dough too much. So I'm going to let it sit for about 5 minutes and then I'll bring you back. Sorry about that. I got to dealing with my grandkids, so I got the first tray done, so we're going to work on the next tray now. So these only have to be an inch thick. This dough is still a little chilly, but so let me take my glasses off so I can actually see what I'm doing. So there you go. Alright, so we're going to roll this up and roll it out again. Noticing that it's easier to press the dough out with your hands than it is to use the rolling pin. So. Those are way too big. I think those are large. Yep. Use it all till the dough's gone. And then we'll make a little miniature one. We'll just press it down. Make a little miniature one. Little itty bitty baby one. Okay, so now what I'm going to do is I'm going to clean up my mess. Cover this with a towel and let it sit for half an hour. And then we're going to cook them up. See you back in a bit. Hey y'all. I'm still waiting on these to finish rising. And then we're going to get started. But I wanted to come on and say Happy New Year to you guys, because I mean, this is like the middle or almost end of January. My days have been a blur because between being sick and it's been a lot. But I just thank you, Jesus, that I'm still here and I'm still breathing. So I know a lot of people make resolutions and stuff like that. I don't do them. I don't do resolutions because that's, to me, it's setting yourself up for failure. So I don't do them. I think it's just a superstition. And my thing is if you want to lose weight, go on a diet. If your New Year's resolution is to take a trip, take the trip. Make sure you budget. Make sure you have all your ducks in a row. Make sure your bills and everything is paid. And if Lord willing and money allows, go. So and I've been keeping an eye on the fires in California and everything, and I'm praying for the families. There's been lives lost and stuff, and it's just, there's got to be a better way to handle those fires in California. There's got to be a better way. So, but I'm praying for those families and those that have lost things. But you know what? Things can be replaced. People can't. So, and for those families that have lost loved ones, I am praying for you. Things may be hard right now, but they'll get easier. Losing a loved one does take time to get over. You don't really get over, but you do have wonderful memories. Those will never leave you. You'll always have those right here. Always. So. Alright, well, I am going to, as we're getting there, wow, I literally watched one just puff up. That's pretty cool. I lifted it and it just went. So, but these are almost ready. What I'm going to do is I'm going to get my frying pan ready. I'm going to sprinkle a little bit of cornmeal in the bottom of the pan. My frying pan, and it says to turn it on low. Let's see, how low does it say to turn it on? This recipe is from PreppyKitchen.com. So it says over a low heat. Once you can feel the heat, when you place your hand a few inches over the surface, sprinkle cornmeal or semolina, then carefully place 3 to 4 muffins in the pan. Cover and cook 5 to 6 minutes, then flip it and cook another 5 to 6 minutes. So, let me get some cornmeal in. Well, no, I need to turn the pan on first. We do not grease the pan or anything like that. Yeah, we do not grease the pan. So let's put this on low. Stop that. And then once I start feeling the heat through the pan, I'll add the salmonella. Wow. Cornmeal. Not salmonella or whatever I was trying to say. I will bring you all back once we get to that point. See you in a bit. Okay, so let's get started. We're going to put some semolina or cornmeal in the bottom of the pan. But we need to be careful that it doesn't burn the cornmeal. We're going to put our set 4, put the lid on, and then we're going to cook it for 5 minutes. So timer, start. And then we're going to flip it and cook it on the other side. So, this is my first time ever doing this, and I've been wanting to do this for quite some time. So, but I think these are a little bit smaller. I think these are 2-inch and not 3-inch. So the next time I make these, I'll have to use the bigger one. So I will bring you back and show you when we get ready to flip them again. Okay, we're going to check it and flip it. Now this is the first batch, and I'm also noticing that it's not cooking as well with the semolina in the bottom of the pan. So I put these in an area where there's not a lot of semolina, and I want to see. I just want to make sure that they don't stick. Timer, another 5 minutes. So they smell amazing. They smell really good. But I think the next time I make these, I'm going to make them with bread flour instead of, because it says you can use bread flour or you can use all-purpose flour. And I started buying unbleached of both because of all the chemicals and stuff. But I eventually want to get a flour mill and grind up my own flour. They have a wooden one, but it's $500. So it'll take me time to save it up, but it's a goal that I can try and reach. So. These are puffing up a little more. I put these on 3.5, a little bit closer to 4 because I had them on 2. They weren't cooking, they weren't doing anything. So I bumped it up to 3. It still wasn't doing anything, so I bumped it up to 3.5, and that's when they started cooking. So, and then I have my 9x13 pan that when they're done, I'm going to put them in here. And then I need to get my parchment paper down. When your semolina starts to turn brown, they said to discard it and then add more semolina. But I'm only going to add a little bit of the, I keep saying semolina, of the cornmeal. I'm going to add just a little bit of cornmeal. I have 1 minute and 16 seconds left. And then we're going to get it in our pan, discard the old cornmeal, put some fresh in here. Let me get a bowl that I can put the cornmeal in. Still a little wet because I washed it. We're going to turn it down now because it's the semolina smells like it's, or cornmeal smells like it's burning. See? So we turned it down to 3. Take the old cornmeal out. Make sure we get it all out. Alright. Oh, it smells like popcorn. It really does. It smells like popcorn. Alright, let's get 4 more in here. got 5 minutes. Timer. And I'll bring you back. Alright, it's time to check the next batch out. Let's get this out. I turned the heat down to 3 because I had them on 4 and they were 2. See, that's a better color. The other ones were a little too dark. Alright, so let me get these set aside. Get the old semolina out. And then we're going to get the next batch started. Alright, so I'm going to get this next batch started, and then I'm going to bring you back, and I'm going to have Michael come and try one of these. So I'll bring you back in a minute. Alright guys, I brought Michael in. So I'm going to get him an English muffin, put some butter on it. Good, smear it with butter. Ain't nothing better than butter. So
you want to try a little piece too? I got it. See if it's kid approved.
I'll give her a small piece. You want butter on it? Yeah? Okay. There you go. You try it. There you go. Here, Michael. Well, tell me what you think.
Is it good, mamas?
Now this is made with all-purpose flour. I want to try the next batch I make. I want to try making it with bread flour. It says it makes it a little bit chew. It makes it chewier with bread flour. So, but I wanted to make breakfast sandwiches out of them, but they're too small to do that with because I thought I had a 3-inch cookie cutter, but I don't.
I don't think I would do bread flour.
Why?
Try it. It is chewy.
Already?
But it's very good.
Mm.
You see what I mean?
Yeah. It is chewy. I don't want it too chewy.
Right. You did mention that they sat in the fridge overnight.
Mm-hmm. It tastes so. It did make a difference in the taste though. Was it sitting in the fridge overnight?
See?
It's yummy.
Say it again, mamas.
Yeah, it's yummy.
Mamas.
You want to take one back for Carly to try?
Sure.
All right. There you go. Alright, so it's time to get ready to flip these. So it's time to flip them over. No. So we're going to flip these over. know it said to do 3 or 4 at a time, but I have a pretty big skillet, and they're not sitting right on top of each other, so I'm going to just see if that would cause a problem, and it did not. Alright, so let me put these on for another 5 minutes. Timer. Alright. I will bring you back when I've got them all done. Michael was just telling me something that him and his, your mom and your aunt used to do.
No, my grandma, Amy,
Okay.
and my aunt. Sausage bread. I forget what was in it, like cream cheese, chives, parsley, or whatever.
Mm-hmm.
Sausage, and that's all mixed up. Spinach. Sausage, spinach, cream cheese, and seasonings, all mixed up, and then it's woven, bread.
And they would braid it into braid the bread, and then they would bake it. So, if any of you ever made this, his Mimi is gone, so we don't have the recipe. So,
I don't remember how to
if
make
any
it.
of you ever made something similar to this, please send me the recipe so I can make this.
Thank you,
I'd like to
guys.
do it for Mother's Day. And for Michael. So, I'll bring you back when I'm done. See you in a bit. Alright, hey y'all. I'm finishing up the last of them. And there they are. The last 3. So, this is how we make English muffins. And it wasn't as hard as I expected it to be. It was really, really simple. Really easy. And the flavor from letting the dough sit overnight was... They're really good. And they're much better than store-bought. So, I'm getting ready to clean up my dishes. I just wanted to come in and let you guys know that they're all done. Here they are. And I got to get myself a 3-inch cookie cutter so that way I can make breakfast sandwiches out of them because they're too small. So other than that, make sure you guys hit the like and subscribe button and the share button, and that way you guys will be notified anytime I upload a video. So thank you all for coming to A Pinch of Sweet, and I will see you all Erday. Go away. Go away. Go. Oh, see? I'll be backing that up over here. Get out of here. I will see you all later. Bye.